Gotta tell you, this snow-covered street is not what I was expecting. Just gotta get used to Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is John. I am a casual cycling commuter in Omaha, Nebraska. I cycle year-round, and I've decided to do the Great Nebraska 30-day winter cycling challenge. And that's if you're in your 60s, there's a level of fitness you can attain that's greater than what it takes to get you out to your car to go to the grocery store. So the temperature is a factor, but clearly one of the biggest factors or challenges are going to try to get this done. Sorry, I got a balaclava or whatever the hell they're called stuck in my mouth. Oh God, the wind. So this is day 4 of the Great Nebraska Winter Cycling Challenge. I'm pretty cold, but that's okay. This is kind of the perverse fun of riding in the winter. Can you do it? Yeah, I think I can. So anyway, all right, day 5. I would give today a rating of unpleasant. I got a problem here. My battery's dead. And I don't know why. Isn't that funny? Everything's relative. Right around at 7 degrees, 23 feels like, oh, a nice summer day. And, oh my God, these streets are garbage. Anyway, that's a different episode. Omaha streets, garbage. Today's story is that it's 23 degrees in Omaha, Nebraska, and sunny. Uh-oh. I am not a bike mechanic. Get all this back on the derailleur. Friday morning, everybody gets down on their hands and knees and cleans their hands off with some dead grass, right? Let's get back on the road again. No, I'm not going to sing it. Or let me just say on camera that I'm here to have my back brakes looked at with the fine folks at Trek Midtown Omaha. I'm in a car and it's sad, but the general manager of Pedaling Past 60, Mary, has left the cozy confines of our offices unwillingly to come and pick me up. I feel like a fish out of water, like a trapped animal.
Who are you being?
I'm being, I don't know, a narrator on a PBS special about a man trapped in an automobile outside of his environment.
So when a person gets trapped in a car and they're outside of their environment, they also get an accent?
Yes. I am acting, Mary.
Acting like a weirdo.
Day 11 of the Great. The wind is gusting at 25 miles an hour, and the wind chill's up there. So it's the other part of the story is this. The Velotric Go 1 is the backup bike, and 113 miles on this bike, and working in the fall, no back brake. Happy Monday morning, everybody, from Omaha, Nebraska. It's 8 degrees today, so that's a little bit of a dip for us. And the wind chill's 1 below. So I had to put the, forgive my messy garage, I had to put the bar mitts on the bike and pack the backpack in this little cargo container on the back of the bike. I've got the hot hand warmers and the gloves, the Gore-Tex gloves. It should be all good. So let's get going. And with that in mind, I started my day on the trusty backup bike, which has been holding its own despite needing some rear brake work of its own. It's been a week of brake drama, but I'm grateful to have a solid backup and a great shop to keep things going. So at about 4 p.m., I decided to take a break from work and swing by Trek Omaha Midtown to reunite with my primary bike. The team there really knows their stuff, as I said, and thankfully to their quick turnaround, I'm back on my main wheels and ready to tackle whatever crazy challenge the world of cycling throws at me next. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. It's day 14 of the Great Nebraska. Same route. I decided I had to try something different. Now, the good news is that, I found a fast route if I need it. It trimmed both the ride time and distance. The bad news, riding in traffic. Let's just say it's not my idea of a good time. And I'll just have them in real time keep an eye on that. Well, hello there. Whoo! Yeah. Wow. That was, I could swear the driver was looking right at me when they did that. Wow. Okay. That gets the heart pumping. Well, hello there. It's day 16. I can't believe it. Boy, I had a miserable experience yesterday, but I was in a car. I'm in a headwind right now. So far, the chill's not too bad. My blood's pretty thick now. I can see an embarrassing fact is that I don't have my helmet strapped. I just completed day 18 of the Great Nebraska 30-day winter cycle challenge. The ride today was -4 Fahrenheit. And the top layer, shout out, this is not a sponsored channel, but shout out to Columbia Sportswear for their overcoat. I just want to say I'm trying something new today. I received a tip from a commenter who said, just rub some Dawn dishwashing detergent on your glasses and buff it in. And I wondered about the wisdom of putting Dawn dishwashing detergent next to my eyeballs. And then I thought, well, they wash baby ducks with it, so it should be okay. Doesn't look like the glasses idea is working. Look at the bumpy street as I ride along. Okay, thanks folks. Oh, started out this morning at 9 below, very still. Now it's 16 degrees. Forgive me, it's 15 degrees with heavy winds.
Oh, for you it's a pleasure, my friend.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
There we go.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Be careful driving home, Johnny.
I will. Okay, there it is. It's day 20 in the books. Hey, it's day 21, and I'm excited for today because it's 20 degrees. Yes, 20 degrees. Who would have thought you could get excited about 20 degrees? And over lunch, I have to go pick up my bike at Trek Midtown Omaha. Their service shop has my other bike. You might remember there was a point during the challenge when both bikes had the rear brakes out. And the second bike, the smaller little cargo bike, is done today. So I'm gonna walk down to Trek Midtown Cycle, pick up that bike, and then we'll ride together back to the Omaha Playhouse where I work. I'd walk a mile for a camel. I think that's what they said. You know, it's a cigarette commercial. Well, for the Great Nebraska 30-day winter cycling challenge, I'd walk a mile for a bike ride, and that's what I'm doing right now. Look at that. It's Friday morning, dragging its stinking carcass up the driveway. It's time to get to work. On day 23. This is John, and welcome to Pedaling Past 60. And welcome to day 24. He looks like a sturdy dog. I don't want to meet his teeth. Suppose you could ask, does your dog bite, right? My dog doesn't bite. Well, my answer to that is, oh, he's got teeth, don't he? Hi, everybody, this is John, Pedaling Past 60. It's day 25 of the 30-day cycling challenge, and I'm anxious to get to day 30. Very worn out from just... You're riding along with me on day 26 of the Great Nebraska 30-day winter cycling challenge. Day 27. It's about 27 degrees. It's not bad at all. The high was 59 degrees, and we might touch that today. Well, that's it for day 28. Thank you for riding with me. If you're still with me on the ride, I hope you'll like and subscribe. Go back and check out some of the other days. We've got days at 4 below. We've got days at 58 degrees with no gloves. It's been a heck of a January. I look forward to February. I look forward to riding every day in February, but perhaps not editing a video every day. But boy, howdy, 2 more days to go. I cannot believe it. Okay, it's gloomy in Nebraska and it's about 33 degrees. It's day 29. One last push. The finish line is right there, and honestly, I'm ready for it. Not because I want to stop riding. This challenge has reminded me why I love cycling so much, but because finishing something like this means something to me. Not just that goals are dreams with a deadline, but rather it's proof that you're never too old to set another goal or to dream another new dream. So break out the after dinner sherry, call the grandkids. It's day 30 of the Great Nebraska 30-day winter cycling challenge. Yep, it's finally here. Good night, everybody. And as always, stay safe, riders. Well, that's it. This is the final ride home on the Great Nebraska 30-day winter cycling challenge. 30 days of pedaling through snow and wind and record cold and even a record warmth. What a ride. And now it's time to put this challenge to bed and move on to the next adventure. Thinking back, it's incredible to see how this journey unfolded. It all started on January 2nd with a little snow, and from there I faced everything winter could throw at me. Some days were brutal, some days were surprisingly pleasant, and through it all I kept riding. I'm so happy I saw this challenge through to the end. Honestly, the weather played a big role in making it possible. A heavy snowfall could have shut things down completely. My bike just isn't set up for deep snow. But next year, I think a dedicated bike might be in order. I'll start looking for one soon, though I have no idea where I'll put it. Let's be honest, I have way too many bikes already. More than anything, I'm grateful that I have the mobility to take on a challenge like this. Grateful that I can share it on YouTube, a platform that continues to amaze me. The reach of this little channel has been incredible, the comments, the connections. I've heard from people in Australia, Ireland, the UK, Germany, and all over the US. It's been truly rewarding to connect with so many fellow cyclists and e-bike riders. I had hoped to do something special for this final day, but reality has a way of stepping in. It's a work day after all. If today had fallen on the weekend, maybe I could have planned something bigger, but keeping it real is part of this channel, and at the end of the day, it's just an old guy on an e-bike sharing a ride through Omaha. I hope this series has inspired you even a little to get out on a bike. If you're able, just set one up, make sure it's safe, and start small. You don't need to go on a 50-mile adventure, just ride around your neighborhood. Build up gradually. When I started commuting by bike, I had to work up to a 4-mile ride to work and back, 8-mile round trip. My bad leg made that a slow process, but with the e-bike, everything changed. It let me ease into cycling in a sustainable way. Over time, I used less pedal assist and built up strength without straining myself. Now I get 25 to 30 minutes of riding twice a day, and it's been fantastic. Not just for my physical health, but for my mental well-being as well. Now, I don't have any major mental health struggles, but like everyone, I have things that weigh on me. Life has its stresses. The bike ride? It just clears the mind. I truly believe it could do the same for you. You don't have to push yourself. You don't need to be fast. There's nothing to prove here. You're not training for the Olympics. Just get out there and enjoy the ride. Cycling connects you to your community, your neighborhood, the architecture, the natural beauty, and the people around you. When you're rolling along at a comfortable pace, you get to take it all in. And that's what makes it special. So here's to 30 days of winter riding. Thanks for coming along for the journey, and we'll see you on the next adventure. And as always, stay safe, riders.